Well, hello, Libra, and welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I have lots of new subscribers, and I greatly appreciate all of your shares and your likes. The personal emails, the comments that I get, it really makes me feel honored that so many people want to hear the way that I am providing the information from Spirit. So, this is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Libra from July the 5th all the way through the 11th. Okay. So, as we've done for a majority of this year, I was guided to use this sacred geometry deck to provide you the base information for healing that your angel wants to be able to bring forth to you. Okay. So Libra, of course, you guys know that Archangel Zuriel is your angel. And this is what Zuriel would like to bring forward for this particular week. The love frequency, self-love, also soulmate connection. This is a master number 3. This is a catalyst number. Okay, so something's getting ready to happen for our Libras. Let's figure out what's going on. We are going to support this card with 2 different cards that I haven't used before. We're going to use, at least in this style, we're going to use the Gateway Tarot to see what other content needs to come in to support that card for our Libra. And then we will use the Earth Magic deck, which, you know, is one of my favorite decks. Sorry. Let's push that over a little bit. Nope. One at a time. It feels like there's more than one that wants to come out. So let's see what we got here. Libra, July 5th through the 11th, please. There we go. All right, we do have a big one. Well, okay, so you have receiving from angels. So it says, shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. So you are being supported from the angelic realm, whether you are cognizant of it or not. Okay. And I believe one of the fire signs also had that card pop up as well. Thank you. I mean, they're always with us. Ooh, wind activation. I love this. Okay. So you are... and it's one of the reasons why the angels are around you. You are being activated. You are being kicked up a notch. You are being graduated. There are new activations that are going to start happening for you, Libra. And that is a beautiful thing. It means that you have mastered certain areas, and it's time for you to level up. So there's new activation that's coming from you, for you, in one way, shape, or form. It's possible for lots of ways for this to manifest, but regardless, you're being activated into something. So if you're being activated into more self-love, then absolutely love on yourself. If you're being activated for a new soulmate connection, then, you know, hey, who doesn't want a little bit of extra love in their life? Am I right? Okay, so we're going to use our base. We're going to put a card down for Monday through Sunday, and we will do clarifiers on each of those. But I wanted to share with you guys, because we also have other cards, oracles that are going to come out, that I am using a different deck for the remainder of July for sure. This is the In-Between Tarot deck, and this really speaks to the way that your energies are shifting, and it basically has 2 cards in one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday energy. I like that, and I will explain. Okay, let's get the Saturday and Sunday energy for our Libra, please. Wow. Okay, so as I'm looking at this, oh wow, absolutely, that activation. I can see this from a love perspective for a couple of people, the way that it's already laying itself out there. I want them one at a time. I don't mind if there's more, but one at a time would be helpful for me. Saturday's energy for our Libra, the 5th through the 11th. Thank you. And Sunday's energy, please. Sorry about that. That was me fat fingering the draw here. Sunday's energy for our Libra, please. Whoa. Okay. Well, apparently they have things to say. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands combination with the Six of Wands. So how this deck works is it talks about kind of where you're at in some of that current energy and where you're getting ready to transition into. So it's like you're at that midpoint between what's happening here with the natural progression of tarot. So the Five of Wands indicates that there's been a little bit of stuck thinking within your own thoughts. Or some minor conflict with something that was going on in your energy, but however it reveals itself, you are coming out to be seen as victorious as this laurel wreath is being placed on your head into the Six of Wands, this victory position, okay? So let's get the rest of the energy that we have here. So we have a lot, so explain to me how you want me to lay these down for Saturday and Sunday. Okay. These are going to go here with Saturday, and then these two are here for Sunday's energy. Okay, so Monday's energy, we have the balsamic moon transitioning into the area of Taurus. And so, you know, that's your kindred sign, both being governed by Venus, meaning Empress, Libra, and Taurus energy. For a lot of people, it's going to have a big thing to do with security, whether it's physical security, whether it's financial security, whatever that way, shape, or form it is that it manifests. But especially for all of the signs that are born already turned on, including Libra, you guys specifically are going to have a lot of sensitivity as far as signage and coming through. You're going to have a lot of visitors. You're going to have a lot of signs and synchronicities that are going to come through. And watch out for your dreams this entire week. Many of you have already started to feel it. You're having really weird, strange dreams. They kind of don't make any sense. And so just know that that's your higher self and your guides working through some old issues that are coming through, preparing you for this new activation that's getting ready to happen. So when we have this Eight of Swords moment, kind of this stuck, stinking thinking attitude, like, okay, now what's going on? Especially if you've had this going on in your recent past, this Five of Wands, the Six of Wands energy. Now you're thinking like, okay, now what do I do? Okay, I said what I did. Now I'm not really sure which direction I should take. And so that takes you in a place of a little bit of just anxiety, maybe not sleeping very well based on these energies potentially, but also really just kind of keeping yourself up and continuing that same thought process over and over and over again. You know as well as I do, that's not going to help us. Even though we're air signs, we tend to like live in that moment over and over. How could I have said this differently? How could I have done that better? The reality of the situation is that it's done, and you can only do something new with it going forward. So just take the small lesson from where you're at, but you're not bound to anything. No one is holding you here. This is all self-imposed limitation, like mini devil energy, and you can get yourself out of this at any point that you want, okay? Now we get into the energy of Tuesday, and we have the mixture between judgment and the world. So basically there is something that is going to be, I feel, brought towards you. I believe that someone is going to be making a judgment call towards you. I believe that there is a gift coming for you, Libra, that is basically going to change your world. That's a pretty simplistic reading. When you get the judgment card, you need to be able to accept what the universe is giving you with with both hands, and accept that what it is for you, okay? When we get to the Wednesday energy, we have the 7-7 portal, which is a universal 10-day, just so that you know. Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Virgo are also the signs that are going to be heavily involved with transition that day. This moon is squaring Neptune through Thursday, so this is an awesome time, you guys know, to make sure that you finish up any projects. And so what we have here is the Empress and the Emperor together. So this is divine masculine and divine feminine coming in on Wednesday. This is a powerful, powerful union. This is the creation of this particular moment now being protected. This is the mother and father universe coming in to say to you, we're completely supporting what it is that you have going on here. So to have this on this auspicious day is a gorgeous, gorgeous card to receive. The Empress not really wanting anything, she puts it out what she wants, and you know, the universe continues to grant her wishes. She doesn't have to chase anything, and she's willingly providing some information, a part of her creation, over to the Emperor now to make it solidified. So I really do love that one. Again, it is a union connection because of the divine masculine, divine feminine. It is very possible that you do have potentially a Libra, Taurus, or an Emperor, an Aries energy coming through as a combination. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I'm just going to bring out the signs as I seen them for you, okay? Now, what's interesting to me is that we go from Wednesday's energy into Thursday, okay? So as the Empress is providing the Emperor with something else that needed to be shared, needed to be given, whatever the case may be, that allows now this Ten of Cups moment, right? Being completely satisfied, being completely happy, not enough. It's not just enough for yourself, but you have enough to give to somebody else. And so those extra cups are now starting to turn the corner here, and it turns into this Ace of Cups. So there is something that is going on here within a union, a divine partnership. But it's knowing that you have everything that is that you need, and then some in order to give. And that's a great feeling, because it's a feeling of freedom is really what it boils down to. Because you're at that ace position, because you're at the beginning, because you're receiving this gift, I find it very interesting that we have now jumped into this world position, into this Fool position. Okay, so there is a new budding romance for some people. There is a new individual coming into your world. And with this World card showing up here, you know, this Fool has completed his first cycle, and now he's, you know, getting ready to put everything back in his bag, and he's getting ready to walk this new journey. So that's really what's getting ready to go on here. And I think that's gorgeous. So you're ready to start something new. It's ready for you to turn the page. And if you've been holding yourself back with some really weird thoughts as of late, then this is an invitation for you to realize now's the time to like completely free yourself of that energy. Now we've got a few different cards that showed up on Saturday's energy. First, we have the Page of Coins transitioning into the Knight of Coins, meaning there's also something new that's coming from you from a physical, tangible, touchable space. Okay, a new project, new work, new clients, perhaps, new business of some sort is on its way to you. So not only do you have potentially information that is coming to you, you now are going to be able to set in motion what needs to happen as you can transition into the energy of that Knight of Coins. Again, Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn energy shows up very, very heavily there. So if we're having this gorgeous setup with this page and turning into this Knight, let's figure out what's going on now here, because now we have a couple of other backwards cards, which is not your energy. That's exactly what I'm getting. Here's what we have. In the upright, what we have is this Four of Cups moment moving into this Five of Cups moment. So we've had an offer in the past that looks like it may have been rejected, possibly. Something is asking you to take another look at it. This is a gift from the universe, and you're just not necessarily seeing it. There's also the standoff energy that we have here going on with the divine masculine and the divine feminine as we're seeing it in this depiction. Four of Cups is an offer. Five of Cups is feeling as though you're not completely there. Someone is still feeling a little bit put out. Someone has still got a little bit of hurt feelings. Someone has still got something that they are still dealing with at this particular moment. It does look like they're healing from it. They're healing from not taking an offer, but this is not your energy, Libra. This belongs to someone else that's in your energy, as does this energy that's here. We have the Knight of Swords transitioning into the Queen of Swords. So this is a transfer of power. This is a transfer of knowledge. This is a transfer of information for the greater good of the kingdom and the new folks that need to be able to take advantage of what's happening. This energy does not belong to you at this particular moment, okay? So this is not you. What I'm feeling is that there's a potential in I feel strongly that there's going to be someone that's going to try to come back in from your past position that really wants to be able to communicate with you. They are healing from something harsh that might have happened based on an offer, but they are wanting to be able to communicate and to, I see it as close the books on this old situation. So this is not you. Even though this is air energy, this is definitely not you. Okay, I'm just pointing that out there. When we get to the Sunday energy, we have, oh, did I talk about the new moon? I forgot. I'm sorry. On Friday, we have the new moon in Cancer, right? And so new moon wishes, anything that this Fool needs, make sure that you're putting all your emphasis and energy on what it is that you'd like to bring forth for the next 30, 60, 90, 120 days, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you're setting itself up. Did any of you guys see the movie, The Never-Ending Story, the first one, where at the very end it was just Atreyu and the princess, and she was basically left with that one grain of sand, and that one grain of sand that he got to wish on, like, created the whole, new revitalization of that continent. That's really kind of what's here. It's like you're being given permission on this auspicious day, this new moon, to create whatever it is that you want. The Fool's only going to take with him what he needs. He's laying down all these other pebbles from the old situation, and now he's ready to start creating from the new. So I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. When we get to this July 7th, the sun, or 11th, this Sunday's energy, now we have Mercury that has transitioned into the sign of Cancer, okay? And so there's new inspiration that's going to be coming forth. Now, what we have here is the Eight of Cups transitioning into the Nine of Cups, okay? So we're at a place where we have been considering whatever maybe this conversation is going to take place here on the weekend with someone really trying to have a conversation with you. You're considering that information. Did I do what I needed to do? Am I finished with everything? Yeah. You're going to come to the decision where you're like, yeah, whatever happened, happened. That wasn't for me, okay? It's really solidified with this energy that's also sitting here. And then further, now you're transitioning yourself from the Two of Cups right into the Three of Cups, okay? So there is this gorgeous moment where this self-love comes in. So the Two of Cups is union. It is also the same as the Emperor and the Empress energy that's sitting here. This is union, but this does indicate that some of you are really highly be thinking of yourself at this particular moment. Whatever this old stuck energy is, whatever this old situation was, you definitely are moving and progressing past it at a very fast pace, which is really wonderful to see. You don't have to consider, I mean, if there's something that you owe someone, then, you know, take care of that business, but detail paperwork, whatever the case may be. But you're going to be in a position here with this Nine of Cups where you know that you're going to have everything that you need, and that's a comfortable position to be in. That is exactly freedom right there. And so with this Two of Cups moment coming in, not only are you choosing yourself, you're choosing the alignment in order to open yourself up. Now, I would be remiss without saying this. As we transition from the Two of Cups into this Three of Cups moment, right? Now we're talking about extreme joy. Now we're talking about union, potentially creating a new situation. That little girl represents the third cup in this particular depiction here. So 1, 2, 3, I mean, there's new joy that's coming in this particular situation for you, especially when you know that you've got everything that you need. That was a mouthful. But it's really wonderful, great energy. So I am going to go in with the White Sage Tarot. I'm going to pull a card for each situation here, okay? I would like to know, oh, what didn't I do? No, everything's fine. Sorry, I got a mixed signal here. So I'm going to pull a card for each of the mains that were drawn. And this is the energy of what Libra needs to know about each of these situations here. Now, I find it interesting that the Libra card is flipped over. Let me just flip that dude back over. Apologize about that. And we'll give it another quick shuffle. Shuffle up and deal. So self-love, I mean, you can't deny that that's what's going on with this particular reading here. Getting to a point where you are being activated. Like I said, this transition with all of this cup energy that's sitting here is just beautiful. Something gorgeous is on its way for you, Libra, okay? Now, let's see what we've got here. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Whoa. All right. We have a whole lot of stuff that wanted to pop out here. All right, so Page of Swords, there was information that you had coming to you, or that came to you, okay? And this specific message had something to do with you getting to the finish and letting these burdens down, okay? So those are the two cards that are meant to be there on that card there. So basically what they're saying is there wasn't anything that you could have done in this old situation. You don't need to continue to think about it and tear yourself up about it. The Page of Swords had information that needed to come to you. The 10 of Wands moment was there just to say it's okay now to let the burden down. You finished what it is that you were supposed to do there, okay? That's all that means. All right, now we're at this combination of the Judgment and the World. Let's figure out what we've got going on here. All right, we have the Tower. Something had to clear. Something needed to clear. So Mars came in to take care of that situation for you. So this was universe coming in and helping to clear that for you. All right. You know, any aggression that was going on, any anger, any conflict that was going on here from this past energy for sure is completely cleared out of your world. That's beautiful. Let's see what's going on with this pairing of the Emperor and Empress card, please. Libra. Wow. Okay. Well, came back out. So let me just understand. Am I meant to keep all of these on one, or do I? No. Okay. I understand. Okay. These two go here. This goes here, and this goes here. So the Empress. Okay. This creation energy, this water, this letting it flow. There's a lot of guidance that's going to come to a lot of you on the 10th here. This is a high intuition day. And like I said, many of you have already started to feel it at the beginning of this portal, and you will towards the end of this portal. There is another one coming, okay? So this is a lot of activity that's getting ready to happen. Your guides, because the Six of Cups do represent happiness and pleasant memories and things of that nature, are going to want you to focus a little bit on that in order to raise your vibration. They're asking you to create this vibration so that they can come in and meet you halfway. This energy that's coming in, the guides are going to actually be sharing with you what this next union or this next partnership opportunity is going to be for you. I think that's awesome. Okay. When we get to the Thursday energy, we've got this 10 of Cups transitioning into this Ace of Cups. Again, having enough to give. I think it's very interesting that the Queen of Wands shows up. She's been showing up in a lot of people's readings lately, and I'm here for it because she is my favorite queen out of the entire deck. Entrepreneurial energy. Okay, so if your hands are overflowing with what you can handle and you now have enough to give to someone else, you have to do something with that. So the Queen of Wands steps in here at this particular moment and says, yeah, now it's time for us to continue to co-create, and we need to create something together. We're creating industry, we're creating dreams, we're creating something. There's something that needs to come into fruition. It's creation energy, right? She's very kind. She's very lighthearted. She's very attractive. And I mean, not only physically attractive, but she's magnetically attractive. So when you get into your good feels and your vibration is high, and you get into this position of where the Queen of Wands wants to come forward, she's highly attractive, meaning those folks that she brings in to help create, the builders, the architects, whatever the case may be, they all want to do this job with her. She knows where she stands, and she doesn't stop at anything to get it, but she is very kind and very thoughtful as well. So I think that's gorgeous. So Libra, it's possible that you are dealing with a fire sign. It could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. All right. When we get to this Friday energy, again, we've got this World card and we've got this Fool card, that ending and a natural beginning happening. The Seven of Swords in the reverse position is awesome. There's nothing. Your slate is clean, man. Your slate is completely clean. There is no hangers on of any negativity. Nothing old is going to interfere what needs to happen in your new world. All energy, all information is out in the open. Okay. So let's take a look at this combination of cards that are down here, because again, these two cards do not represent you at all. This is different, separate energy that's here. We've got this Page of Coins with this Knight of Coin energy. This represents what the world wants to be able to provide you at this particular moment, okay? That's exactly what this is. Libra, at the end of the day, this is you and this energy, again, creating this new momentum, creating this new vibration that's getting ready to happen. So what's going on here with this Page of Coins and this Knight of Coins, again, is just knowing that you have this spark now provided for you from this Queen of Wands, this messenger coming in to start sharing that with you. And whatever it is that you start working on is going to be for the long term. It is going to be something that lasts. The Knight of Coins takes his time getting there, but he takes his time because he's getting everything right, okay? Because he sticks around for the long haul. Whatever this old situation was with this Four of Cups, this old offer that didn't work out, this old offer, this Five of Cups moment that you are healing from now, is just that is the situation. But the person that's going to be coming in to have this conversation with you, I feel, could potentially be another air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or they have it very heavy in their chart. And basically what I feel it is that they want to be able to do at this particular moment is, like, again, bury the hatchet from anything that was old, from this old type of a situation. The Knight of Wands in the reverse position is indicating that there might have been some information that wasn't available to be shared with you at the time, but at the end of the day, it's not affecting what needed to happen. But this is more about someone else coming in to clear the air, Libra, than it is anything else, okay? But let's go ahead and get a card on this situation here on this Saturday. Okay. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Something had to be dropped. There should be no harsh feelings about that. That something had to be dropped within the situation. You naturally are of the extreme balancer, right? But you can only do so much as yourself. So something had to go, and you have to feel good about it not being in your world. Oh, that was super fast. Yes. So we have the Ten of Swords. This is completely done. Whatever needs to be done, and the hatchet is going to be buried. The other card that wanted to come out here was the Moon in reverse, meaning that all secrets are done. Again, it supports what's going on here. All secrets are out. Whatever needed to be said is being said. It's being done, and all hatchets are going to be buried on this particular Saturday. So look for an opportunity, because if someone's reaching out to you, honestly, let them say their apologies. It's good for the soul to be able to hear some of those different things. It's good to be able to hear "I'm sorry" from somebody, or whatever the case may be. Just know that there's nothing hidden. There's no agendas. Whoever's coming to approach you is definitely wanting to continue to bury the hatchet so that you guys can move forward. Now, if it happens to be an old partner, a lover, a love interest, something of that nature, I would just say hear them out. If it happens to be an old business partner, I would just say hear them out. Oh, cold worker, it doesn't really make a difference what it is. Now, when you get to this Sunday's energy, now, if you hadn't been pumped up enough at this particular moment, now you are extremely pumped up. Eight of Cups transitioning into the 9, and then the Two of Cups moment. That union that you might have been missing here is definitely going to show up. So when the universe starts talking to you here about who the next partnership is, or what the next thing is, even if this is you with your higher self doing this higher connection, the universe is telling you how this is going to lead into your next steps of happiness. Okay, so let's get into this 8-9 for our Libra. Ooh. We have the Star. Now, it twisted in my hand. I'm not really sure if it was up or down, so I'm just going to leave it sideways because I'm not really sure. I think I might have flipped it. At the end of the day, the Star card comes in. Now, this is mega balance too, also with Temperance coming in. This Sagittarius energy. Okay. This is throat chakra. This is clearing your throat and making sure that you are ready to say and do the next things that are happening. So I do feel that with the Star card, that's potential that if you have not used your voice properly at this particular moment, the Star wants to work and weave its way in order to help you with that. And if you are, you're at a position where whatever it is that you're manifesting here, it's very strong for whatever it is that you're bringing. Again, heavy throat chakra and balance, temperance, moderating. The universe is definitely doing some stuff behind the scenes to help you out in this specific position. Woohoo! Say that twice fast. Okay. Now we get into this Two of Cups, Three of Cups. What are we showing Libra? Whoa. Okay. Well, we'll take them. Okay. Well, yeah. Whoa. Here we go. Two of Swords in the reverse position. Yes, there was maybe potentially a difficult situation that you had to deal with. The universe asked for you to hang out, and this Nine of Pentacles moment that is here is talking about your independence. It's also making sure that you're doing balanced giving and receiving if you see it in the reverse position, because this is the balance, the 6 that's here. The 3 is the beginning of new partnership, okay? So don't resist a choice. Consider any choice that comes up to you. Honestly, give it its fair shake, give it its fair due, and that's what they want to be able to tell you here. This new Three of Cups moment could be joyous for you if you realize that there is no pain in old decisions that have been done, okay? But there is no information that's coming for you that can affect how it is that you see yourself as being an independent individual with enough independent business owner, trying to do something different, trying to do something that's unique that will allow you to continue to be balanced, giving and receiving, but have enough to create something brand new. Okay, so there's a frequency. That frequency that's here is going to be gorgeous. And at the bottom of the deck card, what we have is the major arcana of the Death card that is in the reverse position. So it is speaking to you about making sure that you don't resist these opportunities that are coming. The Death card in the reverse, it wants you to realize that all of this stuff happened for a reason. And I think you do. I feel very strongly that you do. You're getting the message. You kind of understand what's going on. So I'm going to take just a couple of cards here from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I want to hit that Tower for sure. Thank you. Tower, World, and Judgment combo. What do we got? I really like this deck, you guys. You have to let me know. Innovation. So what was being cleared out was all of the muck. Okay, so all of the muck was being cleared out so that you could get to a point where you could be in a spot to innovate. All right, I like seeing that. I want to hit this star moment, this 8, 9 of Cups with this star on this Sunday coming up the 11th. Whoa, thank you. What we have is power. Okay, but it did want to try to present itself in the reverse, which means that, yeah, the star card was also in the reverse position. That's fine. You're still going to get there. But what this is saying is that your voice needs to be heard, and there's a lot of power in your voice as well. And you may not realize it. So the angels are going to be here to support you with sparking that throat chakra, and perhaps there's some sort of a there's some sort of speaking that's going to come through for you. For those, sorry, for those of you that don't speak light language, I feel that this is going to be in your very quick repertoire. There is power, and you are receiving the support that you need from the angels. So the Scorpio energy is here saying, please don't resist this when this comes through, because this is for you. Okay, so that's what's up with that one. And let's see, what else do I want to be nosy about? Let's hit this World and this Fool card quick. Let's see what we have going on here. This is a really good reading, Libra. I'm super excited for whoever this is for. It's going to be for several different types of people. I know that already, but this is a really good reading. This just means you're just trucking along. You're not letting any of the shit that happened to you affect you going forward. So yeah, so what we have here is practicality. This is this is Capricorn energy coming in here at this particular moment. The moon in Capricorn, it's like you have to be able to sow the seeds. You got to water the seeds. You got to weed the lawn. You got to do all those things. You got to take the practical steps that are necessary. So whatever it is that you're going to call into yourself with this new moon, make sure that you're calling in practicalities. Okay. The card that wanted to come out here is this restlessness. So someone really is trying to get a hold of you. This Mercury energy with Aries, someone is really trying to get a hold of you, and they're very restless to have this conversation with you, and so you're gonna know what that is if it means something for you. Okay, and then I want to take one more. I really want to try to target the Hangman out of this card also on Sunday. The 2 into the 3. Whoop, sorry. Fat fingered that. There we go. Criticism. Okay. So one of the things that I think the universe wants to share with you, person who has a big voice and is not necessarily using it as powerfully as you can, you have this fear of criticism, and that's something that you need to ask to help be removed from you. This Mars Virgo energy doesn't have any, this doesn't belong to you, but there's something that can belong to you. You don't have to be overly critical of yourself. You don't have to be overly critical of one or two, I mean, I know we get in our heads, and you guys know that I'm heavy Libra in my chart as well. So you don't have to be overly don't overly criticize yourself when it comes to any of these things. I want to take this opportunity to hit who we are in this one, which is the Empress transitioning into the Emperor. You are creating something solid, and I would like to get one card for our Libras here on this big transition day of the portal, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what do we have here? We have rebellion. Oh, I like that. So Mars is getting kicked to the curb again. I don't mean that in a bad way. We need Mars. But what Mars is helping to clear out, or what they already started to do, was this rebellious back end that you had, because it didn't serve you. So that rebellious energy that was sitting there with this Aquarius energy, which is very interesting. It's not fluid anymore. There's nothing that was here for you. And I think if you go in and you do some deep meditation, your guides are going to speak to you about letting that anger go. They're going to be talking to you about letting that frustration go. I really honestly think that's what it's going to be. I don't think I need to take that any further, Libra. This is going to be really, really wonderful. You are going to be approached by someone, and you know what you do with it is what you do with it at that particular moment. But absolutely, all up, all in, always love yourself. Okay. But this is going to be a critical week for you. This 3, this catalyst energy that's coming in, it's going to be huge. Some of you Libras, I can already tell, are going to be, you're you are going to just be at, like, it's like you're skipping first grade and going from kindergarten all the way to third grade. In some instances, it's like you are really like, oh wow, yeah, your clairvoyance is just going to go completely just boing. You are already profoundly clairvoyant. I think most of you are seeing things, even if it's not in the natural, you're seeing a lot of beautiful things in your mind's eye. I would expect to start seeing your third eye show you a little bit more of the energies that are around, auras and things of that nature in your natural vision. And then the suggestion here from the angels when you get to this new moon energy to help co-create with them is to visualize success. See yourself doing well in the situation and have faith in the positive outcome. So if there's something that you want, make sure that you're asking for it, and they will help to bring it towards you. They're going to give you the clarity that you need. Okay. All right. Let's see what our other angel deck has to say for our Libras. You've said enough. Well, okay, but we're gonna go there. Thank you. Make sure that you earth and ground with this activation that comes through. They're asking you to please surrender to the process. They want you to understand that there's nothing scary that's going to happen with you. There, you know, when you are approached by the divine spirit, whether it's angels or fairies or whatever it is that it happens to be, okay, there's nothing scary about it. If it feels weird, that's not angelic. That is not the highest light. You should not feel scared about it. You should feel enveloped in love, and you should feel very warm. I mean, people feel different types of things, but you needed to surrender to the process. And I think that also supports kind of what's going on here. Surrender to the process, because this is for you. This is your time. Your time is now. And then to make sure that you earth and ground, and even though you're going to have a higher activation, I feel that's going to take place within your third eye and your crown. Of course, you know that you can't receive that benefit unless you are grounded. You've got to be completely lined up in order for that flower of your crown to just allow all that information in. So make sure that you earth and ground so that you can receive that higher information that wants to come through. Okay. Well, there we go. You need to work on your Earth Star chakra. So there's an initiation that's going to happen for you for some people. So your Earth Star chakra is the chakra that's outside of your body that is beneath your feet. Okay, so this is what helps to connect you. So I would be working on powering up, boosting your Earth Star chakra to really make sure that you're connected to Gaia all the way through before you start receiving this next profound piece of information. They need you to not be floating away. And then surrender to the process. And this is going to be so gorgeous for you. All right, so to wrap this up, Libra, we're going to go into the card just to see if there's anything else that I haven't been able to articulate. And I am going to give you the activation. So, love frequency, okay, is basically, I love you. That's your activation. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you to yourself. I love you to your children. I love you to your parents. I love you to my future partner that I haven't met yet. I love you to my dog. I mean, you just need to be all about that loving energy. And again, the angels are here talking about you are already being embraced with love. So accept it and just go into that process. Self-love is very pertinent for every person, and saying love you to yourself is not weird. The biggest gift you can give to yourself is to love your own self unconditionally. Fill your cup up so that you can then be able to fill up somebody else's cup, okay? Use the frequency of love to work with your heart and your soul. Now I find this very interesting. I brought out my rose quartz, okay? I have a rose quartz freeform here, and then I have a rose quartz in the goddess shape. Doesn't really matter. It's just owning my own divine feminine, and this is just rose quartz, and I felt really called to bring this one forward because I feel that this is going to be very important for people. So this is out for all signs, but if you obviously get yourself some rose quartz if you don't have any. Pink kunzite will also work. Pink watermelon tourmaline, emerald, anything that works on the heart chakra, which is where this green comes from. Malachite will help you. I mean, I'm just all in for myself. I think this is auspicious for myself as a Libra. I'll take the pieces that resonate with me, but you got to be able to love yourself, and there's nothing wrong with it. So I love you. I love you. I love you. All right. So to All of you that have joined me and stuck with me this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you were able to resonate with a good significant portion of this. If you did, to help me out, just make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button with someone else that you think would be receptive to the way that I deliver the information. If you're a visitor and you haven't yet subscribed, just consider subscribing so that you can be aware of the next messages that I put up. I do put up weekly messages, okay? So I just want to make sure that you have all that content. If for some reason this wasn't everything that you were hoping for, then that's totally fine. Make sure that you're looking at your sun, your moon, your rising, and your north node. I'm serious. I'm going to have to do something special about that north node for people that aren't really quite into what that means. Otherwise, Libra, thank you again so much for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. That is what I have for you this week. Many, many, many blessings, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.